Hey all, GZ here with a Wi-Fi battle, and well, a couple of them, and I'm using this team. It's just a bunch of weird stuff. It's got Chansey, Sylveon, Gudra, Ditto, Iron Bundle, and the Saltman, and Garganacl, you know, the pyramid with Donkey Kong in the middle. And yeah, so I don't use maple syrup in this run, aka Gudra, because I didn't really need to use it, luckily, in any of these matches. So hope you all enjoy the Wi-Fi battles. It's gonna be great. So so I choose Chansey first in this battle as a lead. Now, this is a continuation if you haven't seen my video on Copycat Chansey's OP. Well, it just kind of shows off on how, like, good it actually is. But now, we're going to do this. It's going to be very, very interesting, and you're going to see why Copycat Chansey ain't too bad in this run. So, so I get a Flutter Mane, and then I send out Chansey, which basically renders this thing useless for the most part, and this one actually has taunt for some reason. So wait, is this that battle? I don't remember with this battle. Okay, so this one actually switches. Yeah, I was thinking that the last battle sends out a Draken, but I just go for Chilling Water here to lower, just to get damage off. Knowing this, I didn't know what the set was, but I saw Leftover, I was like, okay. I was like confused, because I don't usually see him run Leftovers and stuff. And then I see Taunt, and I tried going Copycat, thinking he would use Stealth Rock or something like that, but he did not. So I go for Chilling Water again to try and try to aim to get a switch, to predict the switch. But the prediction failed, and I used Chilling Water to hit him again, but it did not break the sub because it's Chilling Water and it's Chansey, so it did not break the sub. So I'm gonna actually go for the Seismic Toss, which he doesn't know I have yet. Well, they don't know I have yet. I didn't want to be like threat. And that's a crit. That's a crit, dude. That's a crit, dude. It barely did anything. So I'm gonna go Seismic Toss here, and then, in all honesty, here I really should have used Chilling Water, but you can't really expect anything on, like, no offense, I really can't expect really to have to predict that well on the really low ladder like that. But that's okay. But my taunt is shaken, I go for Seismic Toss, but he does the obvious thing and just switches into his Flutter Mane, which is going to be happening now, I think. Yeah, I think he's going to switch into Flutter Mane, I think. Yeah, that's it. He does that, yeah. But I feel like I can't remember any of this stuff. This is the Flutter Mane I saw earlier. But then, to my surprise, they go Terra Fairy. So I go for the Chilling Water here, because I can't really do anything right now, because I don't know why they chose to go for the Terra Fairy, because that just makes me able to Seismic Toss them. Which kind of confused me a little bit, you know, because you could tell who's thinking, oh, should I go Terra Fairy or whatever to try and kill this thing. And knowing that this thing switched on me earlier, maybe it's specs, I don't know. I don't really know the calculation, but now that I look at it in post commentary, you know, after finishing the battle, looking at this footage, I'm pretty sure this thing is either specs or Life Orb or something. Because this is Chansey and it's got any Violate still attached, so this must be specs. This has to be specs, dude. Look how much that's doing. That is absolutely specs. And unfortunately, I can only lower his attack with this move, and I have to go for soft boiled here. I'm pretty sure this must be choiced in some way. It's got to be specs, because Chansey should not be taking that much damage with that with any violate on. There's just no way. So it has to be specs. So I'm gonna soft boiled to try to get the full health, and he's gonna moonblast. They're gonna moonblast again. They're just gonna spam that. What else are they gonna do? Oh, that was a crit. That was a crit, by the way. So you can see why. You know, I was like surprised when this did a lot of damage, because you can tell I'm just soft boiling in panic here. Just seeing how much it did, it's like, what the heck? And then I see this damage, and I'm like, okay, well I can probably tank another one, and I honestly could just throw seismic tosses. It doesn't even matter at this point. But I'm gonna try a copycat a Moonblast to get a special attack drop on this thing, but they end up switching, and I think this ends up being a good thing that I did this, because I don't know, man. This thing probably has Defiant, knowing my luck. I didn't even see it, but it's got the Clintive Cleave. So I actually go into Garganacl here. It's kind of risky because you can just throw Iron Heads out, but at the same time you also get the Clintive Cleave at me. But maybe you didn't think I had this thing out, but I don't know. So my Garganacl is using 100 base fighting type move, and I understand that it's fighting type, you know. I understand that it's quad weak to hammer arm, and I understand it's 100 base power, but I didn't think it was going to do this little to this thing. This thing's pretty bulky, and this is hammer arm. This thing's got decent attack. So this tells me that this has a decent a little bit of probably some defense investment. Maybe not. Maybe this thing's just bulky. I don't know, but okay. So he goes for the guillotine, but I avoid it. Thank God, because that could have been bad if he guillotined me. That could have been a problem. So yeah. Now we are actually going to Salt Cure him, because Salt Cure will kill. With the damage over time, it should kill this guy. And you're probably wondering, why am I Terra Grass? It's because I had a raid, a Terra raid for it, so I just kind of kept it. And this moveset changed a little bit over time. You're probably wondering why am I not having the Stealth Rocks or like the other thing, or Terra Ghost, and it's because I have a Terra Ghost one. I'm just too lazy to change the ability in EV Train that specific one, because the problem is it's just annoying to EV Train. I just don't want to have to like use the berries to like get the EVs to the same specifics again. It's just annoying getting the EVs right. So now now that I have this thing, I actually can just Salt Cure, and this Salt Cure does a lot of damage to this thing. This thing's really frail. He goes for the Side Shock, knowing that I have special defense investment. Probably knowing that. And that does a lot of damage to that thing. I have like no attack investment, barely any. And this thing does insane damage to this. So I'm going to do a 12% forever overtime for literally no reason at all. This move is broken and it's ridiculous. And I'm going to do it again. And the battle's canceled. I get one battle, I don't remember which one it is in this footage, but I get disconnected, and it's actually pretty funny how these guys get so mad. They get so tilted, and you're gonna probably hear me laugh like a crazy maniac knowing that this happens. And you're gonna see why this is kind of funny in a minute. This is gonna be like really ridiculous, so you're gonna really like where this ends up, I promise. One of these battles, this dude just disconnects. He's just like, I'm done. He turned off his Switch. He threw it out the window, you know. And I don't blame him, because if I lost to this, I'd be embarrassed too. So this is a team it's got Umbreon, it's got Clodsire, which probably has Water Absorb, but unaware. Sometimes they have water absorb, sometimes they have unaware. They usually don't have the poison point ability. So I go for Chansey, Garganacl, and I kind of a wise ass here and don't pick Sylveon. Well, for obvious reasons, I'll just get owned. But it's kind of funny how I picked that. So if you excuse the commentary on the outside, if you probably don't hear it, but that's okay. There is so I picked Chansey, the Salt Man, and the Salt Donkey Kong, and Ditto. Well, Chansey, Salt Man, Ditto. And you're probably wondering why I picked Ditto. What my justification was. Well, sometimes these Azumarill like to run Belly Drum, and this is my way to counter that. Though it's not really a wise counter, I still think it's worth it in the long run to run the Belly Drum on this. And that's because, the Ditto, because I could probably it probably will revenge kill a lot of stuff I need to do. So I go for Chilling Water right away on this thing, and this thing just goes straight for Dragon Darts, I think. I don't remember this battle too much. I think this is the one where he gets disconnected and just really mad at me. And I find it really funny that they do that sometimes. It's actually really funny. So now this guy sends out Azumarill. I go for the Chilling Water, and I switch, hoping. Oh no. Okay, wait. So I'm like, okay, he's switched in Azumarill. So I'm gonna try the Seismic Toss that gets him damage. And he switches again, and I'm like, okay, I didn't think you just randomly switched like that. I figured you just like try to knock me out. But he goes into Umbreon, which is really good because I can Seismic Toss this thing. And now I can actually try to copycat, because I'm pretty sure the Umbreon's going to be a little bit faster than me, because my Chansey actually doesn't have much speed IVs. And it's for this specific reason, to be slower than certain things. So I'm gonna go for copycat, and I'm actually gonna get the yawn off. And this is important because now I can just go for Chilling Water, predicting a switch. But unfortunately, they don't switch, and that's okay because it's okay because I can just spam this move all day. It's basically Skull 2.0. And it's a weather setting Umbreon, which is kind of interesting to see. Because I got Chilling Water, so I'm just going to hit that a little extra harder. Yeah. So keep on, I have not done an actual Wi-Fi battle in a long time. I've done the showdown stuff, but I've never done a commentary of a Wi-Fi battle since, I believe, 2011 or 2012. Yeah. So it's been a long time since I did a Wi-Fi battle. So he's going to switch, and then I don't remember what I just did, but I'm pretty sure I throw a Seismic to, I switch. Yeah, I switch. Okay, I don't remember what I switched into. Oh yeah, I switched to this thing because since I don't need to use my Terra Flying, I actually can go Terra Grass, and this just straight up just counters this thing. And Terra Grass actually just destroys this thing. You're gonna see they really get mad. It's really funny. So I'm like checking this party, seeing what he's got left, and I Terra Grass, and I actually go for Terra Blast, which is a meme idea I had, because I was like, oh my god, okay, on the off there's chance this thing has Sap Sipper, because he switched out when he used Chilling Water, so it must mean that he's locked in. Maybe, I don't know. So now what I want to have to do here is use the yeah, and look what they did. Oh my god, that did a lot of damage. I'm glad that's why I had the rain for that move. So I'm glad I Terra'd in a grass there, because I think he's gonna tear in the water, and I think it's even like a range to kill me. Because they must have got really mad when they saw that thing, like, you know, not killed, because they were really sick, because you can tell that was a range, because if you see how much that move lasted, it did a little close to almost what my health is now. So with Terra Water, it's a pretty high chance to kill from looking at it. The liquidation goes on, and this is a base 80 move with huge power. And I live, so we must take a really low roll. And then I just Terra Blast, and because I'm really just trying to sack this thing. I don't really care about it anymore. But to my surprise, he sends out Umbreon, which is kind of weird. If you think about it, he did send out Umbreon, and it can't be status. The reason I like the grass typing, because it can hit some things that Garganacl can't normally hit. And grass is just a good defensive type against water. And it can hit water types, unlike the water Terra itself. Which is why I like this Terra a lot. So Umbreon comes out. And I'm actually going to get a free recover off here, because it's like, why not? I might as well get a recover off. Since he can't really do anything anyway, I'm just going to set up a recover. And yeah, this thing is really good. Like, it was really used in the later stages of the metagame. The early stages of like the metagame, it was insane how much this was actually used. It's actually nuts. So he's still asleep. He did get a 2-turn sleep, which is kind of unfortunate. So I go for Salt Cure, because the overtime is better to go for first, because if he does go for Wish, he's forced to wake up and, you know. So I go for Hammer Arm. The reason I have Hammer Arm is just, fighting is just a decent coverage. And it's inspired by my buddy Eagle. Shout out to him using his meme set. I incorporated it into my meme set. So except I chose a more defensive spread of EVs. So I based it off a similar set he came up with, but I think this is a lot more easier to play with, and then I could just recover. I think the dude just disconnects or something. So I go for Salt Cure, because I'm really just trying to sack this thing. I don't know why he switches there. Like, he switches. And I think this is where he disconnects on this thing. It's really funny. It's like, who the hell Salt Cures? But maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what happens here. I don't remember. Maybe he switches? I don't know. The rain stopped, and I was like, okay. I'm like, okay. I'm just going to spam Salt Cure, because I can't really hit it with Grass Terror. It won't do too much. And Salt Cure actually does slightly more damage than Terra Blast does. So I'm gonna have to actually go for the Salt Cure here. Or do I go for, I'll go for the Recover, because I predict stuff. I predict stuff. Yeah, I think I know why I went for this. I go for the Recover, thinking that they would go for Dragon Darts, but instead they go for the I predicted the Dragon Darts. Yeah, I thought I said Dragon Dance. Maybe I didn't. I meant Dragon Darts. So I go for the Salt Cure here, because and that does surprisingly little damage after a Dragon Dance, but I'm really just trying to get rid of this thing. I don't really need it anymore. And actually go for the Salt Cure, and I think this is the match where he disconnects? I don't remember. So I just Salt Cure, because Salt Cure is insane. It's stupid. This move's dumb. So actually, just sack it, because I don't really need it anymore. So I should go for the Recover, and then I think this dude, like, I think this is where he disconnects. I don't even remember. He goes for Terra Blast, and it just, like, no damage. So I go for Recover here, and then I think this is where he disconnects. I remember. Yeah! Oh, I love that. It's so good. Just watching these fools disconnect. I absolutely love it. And yeah, he disconnects, and the assault here still goes on despite him being disconnected. All these effects. And yeah, that's pretty much that match. And yeah, really fun match, honestly. And I couldn't have asked for better myself. And now on to the next match. So if you don't know, I am using Kendive to record this and commentate over it. So if you want to support your boys, like that, this software is completely open source, and I highly recommend Kendive to a lot of people. I mean, it's like it's Ken Live. I don't know how to say it. I'll link it in the description if you want the software I use. It's completely free. It's pretty decent considering the I'm gonna use. So pretty decent for very decent for a free program. So yeah, I go for. So I don't use Chansey this fight. Oddly, I choose Sylveon because I see the Meowscarada. I'm like, oh god, the Meowscarada just owns Chansey completely. Depending on the set it's using, it could just own Chansey. Though we do have Terra Flying, I'm not playing with that today, and I'm just gonna go Screamo. Because Sylveon likes to scream, I guess. So I go for the Draining Kiss, thinking that he'd probably Flower Trick. Obviously, that's what they all do. And in this match, I kind of you know make a little bit of an error here, but maybe the error turns out to be for the best. And you'll see what happens here. So he goes for Flower Trick, and he completely like bodies me. Look at that damage. I actually probably should have went for the quick attack, but it works out anyway. But I saw like a Meowscarada after this battle. It was pretty bulky compared to like this one. Maybe it was a different nature or something. I don't know, but it was kind of weird. So hopefully you all like the battle so far. Hopefully you like the battles, and if you like it, subscribe or don't subscribe. I don't care, but you know, it's gonna be fun. So this guy's gonna tear into grass, powering up his basically his crit whatever I want move, because it will always crit, and it's base 70 power. I think it's probably the most powerful crit move to date. So this thing just crits me and I'm just dead. So I'm like, okay. I don't think, even if I quick attack, I don't think it would have killed anyway because of the... So I go on a Ditto here, I think. Yeah, I go on a Ditto because I want to just spam knock off. Because I'm going to go with a Ditto here, and since I am Scarfed, I can easily kill this thing. So I go for knock off, choice Scarf knock off, because it's good and it actually knocks off the things I need to knock off. And the Ditto has pretty much done its job for the most part, so we're gonna just throw knock off. And oddly enough, they switch. They don't want to get rid of that Meowscarada that easily. So he's gonna send out Flutter Mane, and then I just knock this thing off. I think I get a crit or something. Yeah, I got a crit. I think that mattered. I think that might have like mattered or something. I don't know. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. I don't know if that mattered or not. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. It's very, for real, physically defensive, so I'm just gonna throw another knockoff because, like, why not, you know? Yeah, this thing has multi-skill, so I gotta kind of knock off its item anyway. That's a decent amount. And it's gonna go for the low kick. And I'm glad I knocked off their So I'm actually gonna switch. So the set is low kick, extreme speed. Yeah, this is Terra normal Dragonite for sure. And now I actually go for the Terra Grass here since it's probably extreme speed, 3 moves, 3 attacks, and Roost or Dragon Dance or something like that. Or Dragon Dance attack, EQ, low kick, extreme speed, or I mean it's EQ, root. I mean EQ, extreme speed. Low kick and a support move, a status move like Roost or Dragon Dance or something. Or maybe not. Maybe it's something else. Maybe I'm giving him the benefit of doubt. Maybe he had Fire Punch or something. I go for the Salt Cure here, and I just own this dude with Salt Cure because Salt Cure things. And Rest Donkey Kong is so good. So I'm just gonna use Garganacl and this dude just gets clapped by this. It's absolutely ridiculous. So he switches, and then, you know, probably thinking, I think he probably thought of the like cover or something, but like, yeah, I think he just sacks this thing for like no reason. This guy really underestimated this guy's attack power or something. Was you know, just gonna crush him, you know, this Doctor things. And yeah, I think that's it. And this battle was pretty good. I liked it. You know, it was a good battle. I liked it. It was very good. I like this battle a lot. It just shows how good defensive play is, and that's kind of why I like Gen 9 better than Gen 8. Defensive play actually requires skill in this gen, so we're gonna see what his move is. But I think he just forfeits. Yeah, he forfeits, and that's it. And yeah. That was kind of a weird game. You know, honestly, kind of a weird game. Yeah. I think I have like one more battle here, and I think it's after the one I go to Master, and then do like one in Master Ball. And I think that's it, I think. Okay, so we're gonna do this is our final battle. We do one more battle, and I do one in Master. I meant to click out of it, but I click A instead. I was gonna do up to Master, but I guess they're gonna get one bonus battle in. And this is the final battle today. So I know this is the first time in a long time I've actually done a Wi-Fi battle narration, but this is my you know, like an actual like cart, like since I believe X and Y. I think, yeah, it's been since X and Y I've done a Wi-Fi battle. I don't think I'll ever do it again after Crims. Battling Crims that once, crap, Crimson Cobra that one time. But yeah, so what I pick here? I didn't even see what I picked. I picked that really quick. I didn't even see what I got. But yeah, this dude had a weird set. Like, I don't know what this dude was doing here, but excuse the squeaky chair. Forgive me. I can't do anything about that. My chair just squeaks a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much that. And I think this is our final battle. And you're gonna send out Iron Bundle, and then I'm gonna send out Sylveon. And to my surprise, this Iron Bundle just completely destroys this thing. Look at that! Just look at that! Just Hyper Voice. Yeah, and this Pokemon just tears through. So I actually go for the Draining Kiss, which I think wasn't really a good play. But I figured, this thing wasn't gonna like tank it. I figured this would kill since I seen the last one have like, you know what? I don't have to justify anything. I figured this thing would die because I saw the last Meowscarada I fought had like did a lot more damage, so I figured this Training Kiss would do a lot more damage, but I guess I was wrong for some reason. I don't know. I guess I was wrong. I guess I was wrong here. I don't know. Honestly, I really should have used the Hyper Voice, to be honest. But I'm gonna go for a Quick Attack just because I know I'm dead anyway. And I kind of want to get a little bit of damage off. Attack provides that parity utility, and it was a crit. I think that actually mattered. So, go for Flower Trick, and then he's gonna just brush it. You know. Alright, so the Sylveon's unfortunately fainted here, but I'm actually gonna go into. Oh, it's a double down. Nice. I think the crit did matter then. But actually go into Salt Man. And pretty interesting battle here. Going. I think this is the one where he uses the Revival Blessing. I think this is Sash Revival Blessing or something like that. This is one of the unfortunate cases where this Pokemon has like the 3-move syndrome. See, what I don't understand is why he did this. He's healing a Pokemon that just fainted and is very frail. Maybe he thinks I'm the Ghost one or something, the Ghost Terra. He predicts that we use the Terra Ghost, which would make sense, but you know, I don't make sense, so we're gonna crush it. So Organchi is gonna go in, and then I'm actually gonna use Sulkier again because I don't see a reason not to. He switches Palmod out. I think he goes back into the. Oh, he goes in Iron Bundle. Well, this thing's dead. Salt Cure. All cure things. Well, he just got sacked as Iron Bundle for no reason. And, yeah, that was a big mistake. You know, predicting a switch out of me, that's kind of funny, dude. You can't do that. Don't predict with me. Just predict the obvious always. So now the Rank Master is going to go into Palmot, and then, I want to, just Salt Cure, because it didn't really matter what happens, and he just cancels the battle. So yeah, if you like the battle, thank you for watching. I will see you all later. Bye.